do this by a checklist. The checklist is right inside on the seat. You do not have to carry it with you. But it's advisable to check it every time you have a chance. Take a fuel sample. What you're looking for in here is FOD or condensation. And right now we got a little FOD in there, so we dump it out and bring it back in. And now we don't have anything in there, so it's good to go. Then from here, you check your tires, brakes, make sure there's no leaks. And then you check your flaps, your rollers. Make sure they're in good shape. Come back here and check to see how loose they are. This one here is a pretty tight flap. A flap is a secondary flight control. It's on there for two reasons. One is to give you a greater descent at a slower speed for landing and assist you on takeoff. Come back down here, you check your fuselage for any abnormalities. You'll never see anything that's correct. You'll always see something that's wrong. This is your ELT antenna. That's for emergency transmitter. If something happens where you make a hard landing or you actually crash, it should go off on 121.5. The batteries are checked every annual. You check to see if the unit itself is working on every annual. The batteries are changed when the date exceeds it. 1 hour operation, and if the battery is below 50%. Then you check your fuselage all the way back. You come back to your tail section. Your tail section, this is your empennage or your tail section. It all depends how you want to phrase it. On the test, it's both ways. This part here is your horizontal stabilizer. This part here is your vertical stabilizer. This is your elevator. This is one of your main flight controls. You got 3 flight controls. One's your elevator, one's your aileron, and one's your rudder. You check it like this. And you check underneath here. You want to make sure your cables are safety wired, your cotter pins are in your nuts, and check right here to make your cotter pins are here. And you got your nuts on here. Okay. And then over on this side, this is a stationary trim. What you do with this is you go flying, set your power what you want it, and if it turns one way or another, you come out and bend this the opposite direction to make it go straight, like an autopilot. Okay. This here is your other elevator on the. This here is elevator trim. What this does is, if this comes up, the wind comes across, pushes this down. In turn, that'll bring the nose down. It's on the bottom side, and it can bring it up. Push it this way, and the wind will push your nose up. Okay. And this here is for Arizona. This is your taxes you pay, just like a license plate. Come down here, you do the same thing over again. You check your flaps on the inside here, and then your aileron. When you're checking the aileron, when this goes up, you want to make sure that one down there goes down. One on the other side, when this goes down, that one on the other side should come up. When this is down like this, it lifts the wing, and on that side it's up, it pushes the wing down for a left-hand turn. Up underneath here, you check your piano wire. This one here is Carter pinned in. You want to make sure it's in there. You want to make sure your tie here is tight. And on this piano wire, it's bolted in. So what you're doing is making sure that the hinges are working right. Same in this one. Then you come around the end here. You check your lights, which is green on this side. You check down the center here. You're looking for holes or anything abnormally. Same thing on this side. Check your fuel on it. And as I said, the gauges are accurate if it's empty or accurate if it's full. Otherwise, you need to know how much gas you have in it. So you climb up on here, you dip the tank, check how much gas you got. Right now we got 10 gallons in this tank. And then you come across here, you check in here. This is a fuel sump here. Puts fuel on the ground there and shows to make sure there's no water in it. Then you check your oil. Bring it out. Make sure you got a minimum of 4 quarts for flying. I normally keep it 5 or above because of the hot weather here. Then down here, check to see that my strut, I have enough chrome on my strut. Normally you need at least 2 inches. You check your tire. And here you check your prop, see if there's any bad nicks or anything in it. And in here you check to see if there's any birds in here, or if somebody might have had maintenance on it and have a tool left in there. The reason we keep the prop this way when it's not flying is so the birds can't see the hole in it. And you check your static system, make sure the hole's not covered up. This operates your static system, which is your airspeed, your altimeter, and your vertical speed indicator. If that's clogged up, all 3 of those will stop working. Here's the fan. Do the same thing on this side and check the fuel. And we got 9 in here. If I drop the dipstick in there, it takes 4 hours to get out. This is a PDOT tube. This is your airspeed indicator. You want to make sure that's clear. And the drain hole back here is clear. If this is clogged, the only thing it will affect will be the airspeed indicator. Normally you leave it off, but right now we got a little wind out here, so we'll leave it off on for right now. This is stall warning. The way this works is when you have an angle of attack, a great angle of attack, it'll start sucking the air out. Have a horn go off inside. To check that, there's 2 ways of doing it. I got a little gauge that'll go ahead, shut it off.